Hey, it's Annabelle. So today I'm going to talk about how I maintain my hair, the color, and the care, and talk about talk about all the products I use as well, in case some of you are curious. Last fall I had black hair, and it was actually dyed black as well, so it took 2 sessions, and it was at this random salon that I didn't go back to because it was like really expensive, so I wasn't that impressed because after 2 sessions it barely got to this brownish blonde. It was more of an auburn, if not like almost orangey at times. So that was the whole length of the fall, and then in winter I went to see Tina, who's my current hairstylist. You can really look through my vlogs and see how my hair changes, but it turned into a lighter blonde basically. It was only then in February, which was 2 months ago, when I decided to get pink hair, so that was another bleaching session. So overall I bleached my hair 4 or 5 times before it went pink. But you can check this vlog. This is when it was freshly dyed pinkish purple, and that was okay. I would say the color was really nice. It was what I wanted when I mixed the two together. That's the pink that I actually had in mind, not as purple as the one I got in the salon, but it was semi-permanent, just as the one in the salon was also semi-permanent. It washed out very quickly, a couple washes. Every time my hair was wet it would drip pink, which is very obvious that it strips out of your hair very easily. So I did a demo and review of these Lunar Tide dyes. Thank you so much to Lunar Tides for letting me try these out. They are a Portland-based cruelty-free hair dye company on Etsy, I believe. I'll link their social media and site below for you if you want to try that out. The colors I chose were Petal Pink and Smoky Mauve. So when I was trying out these dyes, I did a half and half ratio. I tried to make it 1-to-1 as much as I could. If anything, I put more Petal Pink inside just because it kind of fell in more when I was shaking it out, and you can tell that it's very vibrant because I didn't use any conditioner or any developer. I didn't want to make it pastel or muted out just because I knew that it would look pastel as it slowly fades with washes, so I wanted it to be very vibrant and saturated. Either way, I have some left over in each. My hair is medium length, and I wouldn't say it's thin, but it's not super thick, so I used 2/3 of each of them. I know that color dye is the best on very clean hair. However, I was like kind of lazy, so my hair was the second day. It was clean though, but it wasn't washed like right before I dyed it. It also tells you to leave it on for 35 minutes. I left it on for an hour just to be safe, and the results are exactly what I was hoping for. I really like it. But to have pink hair in general, something that I found to be super helpful is to use a pink shampoo. And even before I re-dyed my hair, this was when I had that really kind of blonde-ish, washed out, orangey, pinkish hair. I decided to try out this Viral Pastel light pink color wash, and it actually was very effective. I noticed that after every wash it would gradually get more pink, so if I just kept washing it and I didn't use any dye, it probably would have built up to be decently pastel. No way would I have gotten to this, but it was still very decent. The only downfall is that it doesn't really disperse as evenly as a dye would, obviously, because with a dye you're using a brush and really attentively covering every hair. But for the shampoo, it foams up and you're just trying to cover everything, and it's not a lot of pigment because you only use a tiny like coin sized dauble. And did I just say double? Dabble? Daub? Dab? It just can't really replace a dye. It can't be the same. Then for other hair products, and in terms of keeping my hair healthy, I would say that my hair is pretty good for being bleached so many times. It's definitely dry. You just have to use the right products and have a schedule and regularly upkeep your hair. So the easiest for me is either right before I wash my hair or right after. So I wash my hair maybe twice a week. That's not very often. Sometimes only, I would say like once every 4 or 5 days, because my hair is dry. I rarely sweat here with the weather being so cold, so I don't really need to wash my hair too much. Generally when I use the pink shampoo, I add in the shampoo that's like colorless and white, so maybe sometimes it's half to half, sometimes it's less of this, but I put them together. But since I have black natural roots here, I try to concentrate more of the color on the actually bleached parts and less on my scalp, just because when you use this, it does dye your scalp, so you do have a pink scalp, and when you scratch your head you do have pink dandruff and things like that. So I try to veer away from touching my roots, and I wash my roots with this shampoo. So it really depends, like it's not like one set amount every time. I probably leave it in for 5 minutes before rinsing it. Then after a few minutes, when it's time to condition, instead of rinsing out my shampoo like I normally would, I just apply the conditioner straight to my hair on top of all the shampoo that's already on it. I just massage it into the ends. I never apply apply on here. I would just leave it in for another 5 minutes before rinsing it out. And when you do rinse, anytime water touches your hair, try to make it very cool temperature. Like, it doesn't have to be cold, but just never hot water. I would say like warm water or more on the lukewarm side, because that helps your hair retain color. So that's my hair washing routine, but now I'll show you some other products I use outside of the shower. Occasionally I would use amla oil. I just put, I don't know, like a little dime size in between my hands. You really don't need too much, and while my hair is damp, I just disperse it. But recently I've been using argan oil instead. Josie Moran sent me Argan Oil Light to try out, and I've been really liking this, and the application has been better because I can also use this for other things like hands and my nails and things like that. When I dyed my hair with Lunar Tides, I mixed some argan oil with my leave-in conditioner and just rubbed it in my palms. I actually applied maybe a little too much oil. That's why it still looks, you know, piecey in the back. So I'm really hoping that it will kind of fade off during the day. I would rather it be too much in the beginning anyways, because it really gives my hair a silky finish. So I prefer that over really fuzzy, which is what it's like if I don't really condition it. And this is the dry shampoo that I use. It's from Batiste. It's actually my sister's, and I never used dry shampoo before, but she just left it here, and now I really appreciate it because it helps lengthen the life of my color. Because I use it, I don't need to wash my hair as much, and it still looks good. I actually use it on days where you just want to add a little texture to your hair, or it just gives it some volume somehow, so you don't even need to use it when your hair is dirty. So the next product is the Leave-In Mist by Verb. It's a conditioner that I just told you about that I would put into my hair right after I wash it. So I apply it to damp hair, and the spray is kind of annoyingly concentrated, so I don't like to put it right into my hair. Instead, I spray it into my palm a couple times and then disperse it among the ends wherever I need it. And it's one of those products that I wouldn't say you can tell right off the bat, like after a single use. It's after like many times after you wash your hair. And the last product is also from Verb. I got this in a set, so that's why I have so many. And this is a hydrating mask. I've only used it once, so I can't really say too much if it's very important because I already have the leave-in mist. But it just came with a shampoo conditioner, so why not? Basically, you apply it onto your hair and leave it in for half an hour before you shower. So this is something that you need to rinse out, which is kind of why I never use it, just because when I do wash my hair, it's always like, oh, I need to wash my hair now, like I only have this much time to shower. So I never actually have time to sit down and apply this. I've only used it once, as I said. And applying heat, I rarely straighten my hair anymore. I maybe do it once a week. I want to say even less, just because my hair dries straight, and if I do wash it in the mornings, then it just dries like this and I don't need to alter it. But if I do want to put some wave to it, that is when I bring this out. This is the Irresistible Me Diamond Hair Straightener. I really like it. It's very convenient because it has like auto shut off, a lot of temperature changes, and like a nice screen. So it's been really nice using this, but I don't know, I haven't used this in a week or so. So beforehand, I always asked for an A-line, and that would be just like straight across A-line, which means that there's no layers at all. And the back of my hair would be as long as my shoulders, and the front would be like this length. However, I've recently been trimming my own hair, and I haven't been doing the A-line because I don't want to attempt doing an A-line by myself where I can't see, and I don't want to really cut it into an A-line for now. I'm thinking about growing it out, so I feel like an A-line for a really long hairstyle might be kind of strange. So I've been trimming it myself just to avoid split ends, to keep the ends healthy and things like that. And that's why you can see it looks a lot thicker on the ends, just because my ends used to be significantly shorter than the front. I'm going to wrap up now. I hope that this was helpful for you. All of the products that I use on my hair at any point is in this video, so there's nothing that excluded. Make sure that you check the description because I made it very informational. I linked everything for you. Aside from that, thank you to Lunar Tides for letting me try out the hair dye. I really like it and I would recommend it to you guys. And thank you Josie Moran for the Argan Oil Light. I'll see you in the next video. I hope that you have a great week ahead of you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Bye!